The Psychotic Time Wasters present Whose League Is It Anyways? This season starring The Bones Are His Money, and so are the Worms. It's PTW Wiz. He's reaching over your wall, snatching your people up, trying to eat them, so you better hide your kids, hide your wife. It's PTW Vo. Look at her stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think her collection's complete? It's Staphyos. Freezinating the countryside, freezinating the peasants. It's PTW King. One little prick is all it takes to realize you've made a grave mistake. It's PTW G-Man. He wanted me to ask you to check out his seppuku vids on his OnlyFans. It's PTW King. He's actually 7 dudes in a trench coat. It's Aestus Attorney. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Whose League Is It Anyway? Season 6, Match 7. And tonight we have PTW Vo, Aestus Attorney, PTW King, and Daphios. How is everybody doing?
Great.
A little sick, but I'm here to play.
Well, the good news is that we are on cam, so Daph can't spread any of that sickness, although everybody's feeling it, I think.
Yeah, we are all sick.
My throat's swollen.
Have allergies.
Well, if you're new around here, Whose League Is It Anyways is the best Commander League game show on the internet where everything is made up and the points are the only thing that matters, and that's why we're going to get right into the points. Point Master Vo, what's the standings for Season 6 going into Match 7?
Well, we got Vo strong lead, 33 2/3, followed up by Wizard, who's found himself at second with 28 and 4/5. I don't know why I'm doing fractions, but now we have to stick with it. Third goes to Daff with 26. Then we got Aestus at fourth with 25, followed up by Pink with 24 and 2/3. Got Craig at sixth with 22 and a third, and coming up the rear, it's Guitar Man.
Well, it looks like everybody has their 7. Any changes anyone wants to talk about? Any talk before game, trash
Yeah,
talk? We did have
sure,
Brothers War come out
Yeah.
at the time of this match.
Yeah, so to go with that, we updated the deck building restriction to now everyone must also include a Brothers War card, since it is also part of the timeline of the Dominaria now.
Yes, Vo, you may proceed.
Play Temple. Scry one.
No pregame? No?
Yes.
Draw a card. I'll play a plane. Fast turn.
Drop.
Hey, that's the Shadow Guy planes.
Very cool.
Play this Deserted Temple, pass turn.
Draw. Island, tap. Bronze, Cudgels. And pass.
That draw. Play a mountain. We'll get it started. Pay 2 for a Slaughter Specialist. ETB, each opponent gets a 1/1 white human. Whenever a creature in front of controls dies, she gets a +1/+1 counter. I will pass the turn. Enjoy those 1/1 white humans.
Draw. Play a planes. Tap 2. And I'll put down a blade of cells and pass turn.
You shouldn't have played that so early.
Yeah, that is going to get blown up
How you
so
want right
fucking
now.
quick.
Many
It's not
eyebrows
doing
being
nothing. I don't even have a
raised.
commander yet.
Yeah, nobody
That is
cares.
going to go away. Aestus, one going at you.
Oh, shit. If I block it, I only help Vo. Fine. I'll take a point of damage.
And that's how you get a point for free, baby. Pass turn.
Blame you, Vo.
First blood.
Draw. Play an island, tap 2. 3. Kami of the Crescent Moon.
Oh my
Hey, more cards.
gosh.
Pass turn.
Mark those points down. Untap draw. Play a Shadowblood Ridge. I'll pay 3 to cast a Worn Power Stone. I'll pass the turn.
Draw. I'll play me a forest. 3 to play a Heron Blade Elite. And that will pass turn.
Play this Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. I will tap 3 for a Scrapyard Recombiner and pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Draw. I'll pass the turn.
Untap draw. I'm gonna play Mirror Landscape. I'm gonna pay 5 cast Karazakar, the Eye Tyrant. When I attack a player, I tap a creature they control and goad it, and whenever an opponent attacks another one of my opponents, me and them both draw a card and lose a life. Go to combat, we're going to swing the Specialist at Daff, and we're going to tap the Recombiner. Got a 3/3 coming at you.
Block it with the human.
Alright. It'll die. The Specialist will get a +1 counter, and I'll pass.
All right, draw and draw again. I will play a Plains. I'll tap 4. And a Hair and Blade Elite for 1. To play a Trostani Discordant. Which is going to pot 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. I'll pass turn.
Tap. Draw 2 still. I will pay 3 for Cathodion. And then I will use the Cathodion as a sacrifice to the Recombiner. Floating 3 mana. And then I will look for a construct. Get this Workshop Assistant, and then I will cast it. With that 3 mana. Give me too many cards, Craig.
Well, suffocate.
Play this Guildless
Yep.
Commons. Go into discard. I'll discard Destroyer's Familiar and pass turn.
Cool. Untap, draw. Draw again. It's just, I'm gonna swing this 1/1 human at you. Just because I want to draw a
You,
card.
man. Fine, I'll take 1 point of damage.
I love you.
Hey, now.
I'll
Hey,
take
now.
1 point and I'll draw a card. I'm going to play the Swamp. I'm going to tap 2 and play the Life of Toshiro Umezawa. That's my granddad. Big old granddaddy-o. And we gain 2 life off that. And then I'll pass turn. I have to discard. We are going to discard this Kedis.
We'll do 5 for a Cauldron of Souls.
Oh,
Tap to
Cauldron.
give any number of creatures persist until the end of the turn.
Interesting.
And then we'll pay 2 for a Bloodseeker. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, they lose a life.
I mean, you may have that player lose a life. You don't have to make us lose a life.
Just go ahead and lose life unless I say otherwise. Karazakar at Daff and the Specialist at Craig. And I will tap and go the Workshop Assistant and the 1/1 Soldier.
Let's go,
Daff
dude.
gets hit with 5. Craig, you taking 5.
I'll stick the Kami under it.
He's crazy. Okay. Specialist gets counter, and I will pass the turn.
Draw.
Vo killed the Kami. Kill him.
You killed the Cammy. Excuse me.
I'll play this here. Plains. Tap these 5. And the Hair and Blade Elite for 2. Because it's got +1/+1. And Torsten enters the board.
Yeah, go and lose life.
9. Because a human came into play, you get a +1/+1 counter. 7. You've got 1 with nature, which doesn't matter. A Wrath of God, that doesn't matter. A Bastion Protector, I'll take that. Path of Bravery, that would have been nice. Twinblade Paladin, not terrible. King Darian of the Super Bowl. And a land. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
I think that's
Ba-da-ba,
copyrighted.
ba-da-ba. We're definitely not singing it in tune. Don't you worry about it.
I need to discard. I'll pass turn and work out what to get rid of.
Untap. Draw 1 card.
1.
With Deserted Temple. 4. Cast a Thran Dynamo. Sack this with the Recombiner. Getting Cathodion back to my hand. Searching for artifact. Or construct, I mean. Sure, you know him, you love him. Metalwork. Stone Speaker Crystal. And we'll play it. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Mountain. Tap 3. We will play Tetsuo for the other one. This thing will give this 2/2 at the map keep. We will swing a 3/3 at Daff. I lose a life and draw a card.
Knocking it.
He did.
Also, Daff lose life for the Colossus coming in, and Craig lose life for the.
Oh yeah, lose life for that thing.
Untap draw. A mountain for turn.
Right.
Time like the present to cast
Yeah.
this orca. Move to combat. We're gonna go the specialist at Astus and the Bloodseeker at Daff and Parazikar at Craig. We'll tap and goad Torsten, the Colossus, and Tetsuo.
Good thing
Astus, you
attacking
have
me.
an 8/8 with no words. Daff, you got a 1/1, and Craig, you got a 5/5.
Take a 5.
I'll throw a dude at mine and gain a life. Well, 2 life, actually.
Sounds good to me. Guide dies, get a counter on specialist and a counter on orca.
This random scented candle is my go-to counter.
Most excellent. Pass the turn.
We'll play a planes. It's at 3. Play a Bastion Protector. I'm going to lose a point of life. But you will gain +1/+1. I'll tap 3. Playing King Darian of the Super Bowl. Lose another point of life.
Coming.
You will gain +1/+1. How ham do I want to go?
Yeah, we talking like honey glazed or like full-blown prosciutto?
I think it's pretty prosciutto. Nah, there's one reasonable thing to do here.
Attack Vo.
Let's tap that for 6 mana. I'll attach the Blade of Cells, put down the planar gate. Now Torsten has to attack somebody. I guess I'll swing a 9/9 indestructible Torsten. Craig. Yes, he is a 10/10.
When you attack Craig, you and I both lose life and draw a card.
He is a 10/10. He does not have trample, however.
And so I don't have creatures.
Oh. Well, I guess that's irrelevant then. Well, I guess I'll pass my turn.
Draw. Play this waste I found in the dumpster.
Nice.
It is no longer wasted. I'll tap 3 for a Foundry Inspector. I will tap 2 for this Cathodion.
Lose 2 life.
Tap 2 for this Ashnod's Altar. I'm going to use the Ashnods to sacrifice Cathodion. Generating 5 colorless. Sacrifice the Colossus to the Recombiner. I'll get Treasure Keeper. I'll use 3 of this mana to cast the Treasure Keeper. I'll lose a life. I'll sacrifice the Keeper to Ashnods. I'll cast Marching Duodrone. Lose a life. I'll use this 5 for Scavenged Brawler. I'll lose a life. I'll cast my Commander. Pestering.
Untap. Draw. Play Sunken Hollow untapped. Obviously this flipped. Then I'll have a Memory of Toshiro. I'm gonna do everyone a favor.
They're gonna love you, Craig.
I don't think they are. I'm gonna pay 2. And I'm gonna cast Withdraw. The one that you don't have to pay 1 for. I'm going to target Kazuka. We will bounce the King Darian. Unless Aces can pay 1.
Cannot.
Not at the moment, no.
Cool. I'll swing 3 at you, Daff.
I'll just block with my 1/5.
I'll then pay 3 and cast my commander.
On the end step, I'm gonna cycle a tap draw. Play a Smoldering Marsh for cast Camber. Enter the battlefield, I'll go find Lauren. She has lifelink, and whenever a creature opponent
I hate
controls
you.
dies, I get a
I hate
life and a
this card.
blood. 3 for Lauren. Now pass the turn.
I'll draw a card. Play planes. I'm going to tap a white and a green.
Now I had to discard. I'm gonna discard this. Ouch.
Put King Darian of the Super Bowl back into play. Which will give you another +1/+1 counter. I'll tap 2 to put the Black Blade Reforged onto the battlefield. Whoop the bang 30.
Oh my god, he done did the thing.
Well, I mean, he didn't say the proper catchphrase.
That's my catchphrase. That's good enough.
But yeah, we'll roll with it.
I'm going to tap the Heron Blade of Wheat for 7 mana. Have 1 floating to play True Convictions.
Oh Lord help everybody.
I'll use the 1 remaining mana there, and the 3 mana I have left over here to equip Torsten with the Blade of Selves. Is Torsten still goated?
Well, not yet, but I am considering it.
Well, I'm entering my battle phase. Do you have anything to say about it now? He is a
He's got double
7/7/9/9 11/11 double strike with lifelink.
That is a lot of words that you're saying with your mouth hole. So we'll pay 2 and use Lauren to sacrifice the Bloodseeker and go Torsten.
Torsten is goated. I'm sorry, friends. I wanted to smack the ever living crap out of Vo, but now I'm not allowed to.
Orca gets counter.
I'll take the hit.
Does he have
Daphne is
trample?
the hero. No, he does
I
not.
mean, I will
Oh,
block.
that's
I'm
I was gonna say.
not letting him through.
So Torsten is going to swing at Daphios. 11/11 double strike with no trample.
I will announce Marching Duodrone as a blocker. Before damage, I will sacrifice it to Ashnod's altar to activate Tomb of the Spirit Dragon to gain 4 life.
I needed those hit points.
You'll gain no life, sir.
Noted. All right, so 14 soldiers come into play. 14 cards get revealed at the top of the deck. Got a forest, which I keep. A fog, which I don't. Forest, which I keep. A plains, which I keep. A plains, which I keep. A rampant growth, which I don't. The helm of the host that I don't keep. Damn it. Closewurst Regent, which I keep. Cultivate that I don't. Angel of Vitality that I keep. A plains that I keep. And Mirari's Wake that I don't keep. Come on, Torsten. Intrepid Hero that I keep. And Danitha Benalia's Hope, which I keep. I gotta figure out what the hell to discard.
Pass turn.
Yeah.
Tap, draw. I'll tap 3 for Voltaic Construct.
5.
Do
Yeah.
4 for Tamio's Journal. Pass turn.
Tap. Draw. Play a mountain. How much power is Orca currently?
Why are we talking about me, not the guy with friggin' 14 3/3 double strike lifelinkers?
I'm with Vo on this one.
but he is at 12.
I'm gonna just look after myself. I'm gonna
Fair
play a
enough.
packed weapon. I'm gonna discard this island and I'm going to stick it onto this Tetsuo. We're gonna play 1. I'm gonna stick the bronze cudgels onto this Tetsuo as well. You carry on. Everybody just carry on.
I'm gonna untip. Gonna draw. Mountain. Pay 6. I'll cast Death Kiss. And we got Whoopie Doo Magic 30. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Card. Untap you. Let's tap a plains. To play Intrepid Hero. Which will give a +1/+1 counter over here. We're going to tap another plains. We play an Angel of Vitality. I'm going to tap another plains to play Stalwart Pathlighter. I'm going to tap a forest and 2 plains. Play a Sunscorched Region. And then I'll tap 2 to play a Twin Blade Paladin. 2 Hebus came into place. Has 2 more +1/+1 counters on you.
Scary times. Scary times.
Combat were declared.
I'm gonna pay 2 and sack a blood to go Torsten.
Torsten seeks blood elsewhere, I suppose.
If you attack my opponents, your creatures double their power. You can
Oh my god.
So do with that what you will.
Vo, for being such a great guy, I'm going to send
Appreciate it.
14 3/3s with
Didn't
lifelink
mention
and
that
double
the power
strike.
gets doubled if you attack them somewhere else, right? I mean,
I'm aware, but you've been resting on your laurels. Torsten has to attack somebody, so in the spirit of fairness, I'll leave it to random chance. Odd number is Craig, even number is
I'll
Daphios.
take it. I will take it.
Yeah, you'll take it and deny me my life gain.
Okay, then just attack Craig.
Actually, yeah. Craig. Torsten is gigantic, but he doesn't have trample.
I will shove a memory in front of him.
His attack doubles to 22, so I gain 22 life. I gained life, so Twin Blade Paladin will get a +1/+1 counter.
We're going to block 5 dudes. We'll Cauldron before damage, choosing all 5 of my creatures, all 3 of Craig's creatures, and all of Daph's creatures to have persist until the end of the turn.
That's fine.
My creature is a 2/1.
So that's the blocks. Pay 2 and sack Orca.
Alright, so that's 1 denied damage.
Orca will come back from the persist. And I have 12 damage to throw with Orca, which I guess we're just going to throw all. It's not going to matter. He's going to have so much life. It's not going to matter.
Every little bit helps.
For accounting purposes, it matters.
Sure, 12 to ace is his face. Lauren will die on the first hit. He gained 12 on the first strike. Oh, I should have not blocked. Sorry, guys. My bad. I take 30 first strike damage and 30 regular damage to the face.
God
So
damn.
that's 60 life. And another hits here. So 69.
14 more dudes come into play. Top 14 cards of the deck. First one is a Cathar Commando, which I keep. Second, Champion of the Parish, which I keep. Captain of the Watch, which I keep. Necroma's Memorial, which I don't. Austere Command, which I don't. Farhaven Elf, which I do. Plains, which I do. Bantha, Capuchin, Paragon, which I do. Plaza of Heroes, I keep. Cathar's Crusade, I don't, but I don't think I really logistically need that at this point. That's just stupid. Thalia's Lieutenant, I keep. Sarah Avatar, I keep. Plains, I keep. And a Forest. Main phase 2, to play Thalia's Lieutenant. I'll tap you for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. White. 1 will go to Danitha. 4 will go for Captain of the Watch, which is 5. 1 will go for Champion of the Parish, which is 6. 3 for Danitha Benalia's Hope. 5 humans came into play. You get 5 +1/+1 counters. You get 5 +1/+1 counters. I will end my turn.
There's some things to do. I'm going to start off by using Scrapyard Recombiner to sacrifice Foundry Inspector. Come back with a -1/-1 counter on it. I'll look for a construct. Cityscape Leveler. I'll tap the Stone Speaker Crystal for 2 to activate Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. And I'll gain 5 life. Then I will sacrifice Scavenge Brawler to Ashnod's Altar to generate 2 mana. And then use 2 mana to Voltaic Construct to untap my Recombiner.
Just humans.
Then I will tap the Recombiner to sacrifice the Voltaic Construct. I'll come back with a -1 counter. We will search, grabbing Scrap Trawler. Do my commander first. Alright, I'm going to use Ashnod's to sacrifice the Recombiner. I'll have it come back -1 counter, so just 1 counter, but I do put 2 1/1 counters on something. So my commander will have 1 +1 counter. I will have 4 mana. I'm going to use 1 of it to untap Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, and then activate it again, getting another 5. I'm going to go to my turn. And it is Hail Mary time, Craig.
What are we doing?
Upkeep trigger on Tamiyo's Journal. 4 mana. I'm going to pay to copy the triggered ability of Tamiyo's Journal. And I will pay 2 to the Voltaic Construct to untap my commander and then tap it again. So I will make 3 clues. Before my draw, I'm going to use the clues to sacrifice them to search my library for a card and put it in my hand. And then I will draw for turn. I'll play this Tokasia Dig Site. And I'll pay 2 mana for Scrap Trawler. Going to sacrifice Scavenge Brawler to Ashnod's Altar, which will trigger Scrap Trawler. I'm going to get Treasure Keeper back to my hand. 3 to cast Treasure Keeper. Sacrifice it to Ashnod's Altar. Voltaic Key, sure. We'll use 1 mana to untap Thran Dynamo. And then we will tap the Dynamo. I'll use 3 of this mana to cast Fraying Line, putting a rope counter on Scrap Trawler. I'm going to use the Recombiner to sacrifice itself to its ability. Guess I'm getting Suchi Cave Guard. A Scrap Trawler trigger. Getting Marching Duo Drone back to my hand. We'll use this 1 mana to cast the Duo Drone. Then I will sacrifice it for 2 more. I don't have any 2 cost. I'm going to use Ash Nods to sacrifice my commander and Voltaic Construct. I'll trigger getting the Duo Drone back, and then with Voltaic dying, I will get Workshop Assistant. 1 mana, cast the Duo Drone, sacrifice the Duo Drone, and then pay 2 mana. Sacrifice this to play the Assistant, and then pay 2, and then sacrifice it. And the Assistant, my hand, and I will get Metalwork Colossus back to my hand. And I will pay 1 for the Duo Drone. And I will use the 7 mana to cast Cityscape Leveler, targeting True Conviction to blow it up. I will tap for 3 mana to play Thran Temporal Gateway. Okay, Craig, I need you to not pay for the rope counter on your turn.
I'm going to pay for the rope counter.
What? I'm not passing my turn yet, and I have to ask you why you would like to do this.
Because I am actually more afraid of what you're doing on the board than Ace is currently.
You know, all he has to do is remove that equipment, and then you die, right?
Yes. No, wait. I'm on 25 life. I don't die.
When you, the equipment, Craig, if it's removed and he attacks you, what do you do?
What are you on about?
Well, in that case, since negotiations went poorly, I will play this Metalwork Colossus.
We'll put a rope counter here. We'll give him +2/+2 from the life Tashiro. Draw. Pass.
Yep, my untap step. Well, then I'll pay 2 and put it on my Hair and Blade Elite. Let's put down a forced return.
I
I'll
know.
tap 1 and play a Cathar Commando. I'll then tap 1 again to sacrifice Cathar Commander to destroy the fraying rope. Yeah, tap 2. I'll use that to play a Pearl Medallion. Then, my friends, we will enter the combat phase. I'm sure some bullshit is about to happen. But Torsten cares not and charges forward. And we will see what happens. The strong will stand, the weak shall fall. Warp Path Glider makes all of my creatures at this point indestructible. I have a couple of things with flying, a couple of things with vigilance. Twin Blade Paladin has double strike. It is a 28/28 with double strike. The Sunscorched Regent is a 13. I'll give you each 14 soldiers. I will send the Captain of the Watch and Torsten at Craig. I will send Thalia's Lieutenant, the Intrepid Hero, the Bastion Protector, and Champion of the Parish at Daphios. Daphios will also get a Twin Blade Paladin, and Craig will get the 2 Danathos.
I will
Sounds
put
reasonable.
Tetsuo in front of Torsten.
I will block all the biggest.
We are now in the damage assignment phase of the turn.
Okay, I have response. Craig, do you have anything?
Nope.
Sacrifice the Duo Drone and the Foundry Inspector to make 4 mana. Put the Duo Drone back in my hand. And then I will sacrifice the Cityscape Leveler for manas, putting Frying Line back in my hand, and sacrificing Scrap Trawler. Getting back, nothing. I will use 5 of this mana to exile Scavenged Brawler from my graveyard. Put 4 1/1 counters, a flying counter, a lifelink counter, a vigilance counter, and a trample counter on Metalwork Colossus. And then I will tap an extra mana and 3 2/3 on Temporal Gateway to play Fraying Line from my hand.
He's just gotten rid of a load of the other blockers so that the blocks got neutralized, and then he's made himself a massive lifelinker to stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves Daphios to take 28 points of soldier damage. It's 46 total damage
46.
altogether. I guess I'll resolve these twisted effects real quick. Daring King of Kildor does, Aerial Responder does, March of the Multitudes does not, Essence Warden does, Ray of Dawnbringer does, Forest, Plains, Defiler of Faith, Magi Bredegard Commander, Kamaho, Heart of Krusa, Plains, Forest, and a Summer Bloom. Main phase 2. I'll play a Plains. Tap 2 to play Defiler of Faith. Tap 1 Forest to play an Essence Warden. Tap you for 17 mana. I'll play a Breath of Life, which I will use to return a Cathar Commando to my hand, and I will pass turn.
Upkeep trigger, Fraying Line.
Yes, in response to that,
Uh-huh.
I will tap my Intrepid Hero to destroy your flying junk city.
In my upkeep, I will tap Thran Dynamo for 3. We use one of it. Tap the Voltaic Key to untap the Dynamo. I'll use this 4 mana for Thran Temporal Gateway to play a Suchi Cave Guard from my hand. And then I'll get a clue, and then I will draw a card. Okay. I'll play this Waste. Tap 2 for Marching Duo Drone. You know him, you love him. I will activate Metalwork Colossus's ability. I will sacrifice Voltaic Key and this clue to return Metalwork Colossus to my hand, and I will declare Magic 30.
You have to say whoopie-doo Magic 30.
Whoopie-doo Magic 30. I will play the Colossus. 5, cast my commander. And I will attack Aestus for 1 damage.
I have no blockers, so I take a point of damage.
He does bleed. And then I will pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Flip this dude. He exiles before he comes back, so he loses that weird -1/-1 counter. Draw. Alright, let's do something stupid. 6. We're going to play an Aki Battle Squad. We're going to swing Tetsuo at you, Aestus.
Okay.
2 triggers are going to go off. First one's Packed Weapon, and I'll layer it so that it goes to my hand first. It's a mountain. He gets no things. Then Tetsuo's trigger will go off. It'll be a show and tell. An artifact, creature, enchantment, or land card from their hand is the battlefield.
Actually, hang on. I will tap for 2, and I will sacrifice Stone Speaker Crystal to exile both of your graveyards.
Both of our graveyards.
And then I will draw a card. Tyrite Sanctum.
Oh. I will do a gratuitous violence.
I will play Asera Avatar.
How big is it?
128, 128.
What? Yeah, I knew that was stupid. Move to block, Aestus?
I think I'll block.
I will die so graciously. This is the worst samurai ever.
I draw a card. 5 to play Kamal, the Heart of Krusa. Giving all of my creatures +3/+3 and trample.
Well, at least I got Magic 30 before I died.
And then I will smash you in the face with the 131 Sarah Avatar for trample.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with the Vorthos points. I'm giving 3 to the worst samurai, and then I think we're gonna give the 2 to the Urza's Rube Goldberg construct machine.
I will definitely give the 3 points to the agent of chaos, seppukuing samurai over there. The 2 points, I'll definitely give those to Davios. Lots and lots of artifacts, lots of interaction.
I got to give my 3 to Craig. That was magnificent. 10 out of 10 would watch you do it again.
I will probably do it again.
Two to Benalia. Those soldiers don't go away.
Yeah, I think I gotta give the
Very good.
Daphios top points for the pure fucking engine he had going. All of the parts are in place. But yeah, we will give 2 to Aestus.
Chat has voted for Samurai Seppuku.
That'll take us to the splashiest play. We'll give 2 to not paying paying the rope tax. And we'll give the 1 to attacking with the 120 something guy.
Splashiest play vote 1 is going to be for that magnificent show and tell. Vote number 2, as much as I hated that card, that trade tether or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
I'll take it. The splash. Show and tell, buddy. You're gonna be hearing about it until all the next season. Yeah, I wanted to ace this for whatever the hell.
Or whatever the hell.
I guess the true conviction turn.
I'm gonna give 2 to Vo for giving all of Daphios' board persist for no fucking reason. The way you managed to just stay alive for that last gear hulk and give it lifelink, that was pretty fucking splashy. You can have the 1 point for that.
It looks like chat has voted for sacking the Carthalion to Ashnod's altar for 5 mana.
That'll take us to the one team, Alison. We've already given pack weapon points before, but it's gonna get them again. I think we gotta give 1 to that recombiner.
The problem that I have really with the artifact deck is there's too many moving pieces. Like I can't really pin down what thing is responsible for what or what does the greatest effect. I know that something over there made a whole bunch of shit happen. Whatever one card that could be isolated down to, whichever cog made the deck work as well as it did, is the Yawn Team Alison. That's my vote.
Just that stupid thing. True conviction. One that Storm Cauldron.
I'm gonna give 2 to. I can't give 2 to the Sarah Avatar. I cannot give 2 to the Sarah Avatar. I'm gonna give 2. I don't know which creature it was, but I'm gonna give 2 to whoever was giving you indestructible in your attack step, Asus, because that was fucking wow. I really want to give the 1 to the tutor that Daphios was using, but in the early game, that fucking Beholder, I swear to God, I hate that card.
Oh my.
Looks like chat's voting for that show and tell.
We got 4th place with 22 points. It's going to Bo. We got 3rd place. We've got a close race here. 3rd place with 27 points. It's going to Hastus. 2nd place with 28 points. It's going to King Craig. Which means 1st place is going to Daff with 30 points.
He'll spit out who is winning season 6 of whose league is it anyways.
Well, we're tightening up the pack here, bringing Bo down to 30 3/4 points, followed up by Mr. Wizard Lizard at 28 4/5, followed up by Daff at 26 4/5, Astus at 4th with 25.5, followed up by Kink with 24 2/3, followed up by Craig with 23 3/4, and coming up the rear, it's Guitar Man.
Like this video and subscribe to the PTW YouTube channel to see more content and to find out when our new videos release.
Follow the PTW Twitch channel and subscribe for ad-free viewing.
Don't forget to follow that Facebook and that Twitter to keep up with all the good news.
Thank you all for watching.
I got your gold poop, fucker.